We are here at Music in the Park, and it's still sunny, with the co-founder of IPR, Lance Sabin. And how do you think this is turning out? I mean, at first it was kind of shaky, but...
Well, I mean, I knew the event was well planned and was excited about it. Knew we had a lot of great entertainment coming. School of Rock joining us, I think is just great. I mean, some of these guys are just ripping
They
players.
rocked it.
I mean, it's hard to believe, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, they're just really good. And I've seen some of them before, so I knew what to expect. I knew it would be impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, the concern over the weather, I woke up today and I looked and I went, oh boy.
Yeah.
But, you know, all of that considered, I mean, it's just fabulous. Everybody's, you know, jacked up and excited.
Yeah.
I think everybody from IPR has done a wonderful job getting all the production in place, and thanks to, you know, just everybody who's helped. So it, weather aside, it still turned out to be a great event.
Yeah.
So very, very pleased.
Okay, well, with where IPR is now compared to where it was, what, 6-7 years ago?
Yep.
You know, like, how has it changed? How has it grew?
Well, there's been a lot of things that have happened. When we first started the school, of course, everybody involved was doing about 10 or 15 different jobs and a lot of multitasking, where now we've actually been able to get a good stabilized student body, you know, and I think probably the coolest thing is we've been able to bring a lot more people on board. So rather than trying to wear 10 or 15 hats, people can wear 5.
Yeah.
Because most people in the music industry are used to multitasking. So now it's really gotten to a point where it's a lot more sane for everybody involved, and they can get into their real expertise rather than, you know, trying to cover the bases. So I think that's probably one of the best things that's happened, is now we've really got all the expertise. All the basic groundwork has been done. Went through some trial and error, but I really think that we're on a really good path now. The curriculum, when we first started out, certainly was teaching people about engineering and music production and the entertainment business side, but now we've really honed in, and like I say, I just couldn't be more pleased with some of the expertise we have. To start mentioning names, I mean, everybody I think at IPR is great, teachers and students alike. But with Steve Hodge coming on board, you know, a couple of years ago, he stood up to the plate to take on the department chair. I mean, what better guy to have helping all the teachers and stuff to really get organized to do, you know, essentially desktop production and mixing and working in the box. So I think he's done a fabulous job. Scott Laguerre, Eric Trelstead, I mean, they've taken that entertainment business program to a whole level that other schools just really have not achieved, in my opinion. What you'd expect from a music business program, certainly copyright, music publishing, the standard things, but they have brought so much more to it. And that program really is for somebody who's creative, Shelby, and sure, they understand the business side, but they also understand content creation. So some of those things have really started to establish a real firm base to really launch students.
Yeah.
So I think those are some of the changes that are most exciting, because now rather than maybe we should do this, maybe we should do that, it's like, all right, we have this curriculum, it's great, we're doing this. And now when new ideas come in, it's just an addition to what's already working really well.
Yeah. Well, I know when I came to IPR, it was kind of a random, found on Google kind of thing, and I had no idea, and I look into it, and there's these big name people, which you're like, okay, well, there's big names at all schools, you know, but you come here and it's like, you get to know your teacher, you know, like, I mean, I sit in class with like 4 or 5 people, and so it's like they take you into their business almost, because most of the teachers here have their own separate business. They show you the ins and out of each of their, you know, they show you their studios, they show you their home studios, all this stuff. And so it's so much more of it, like, you get to know everyone, there's a relationship there. So after you graduate, you know, you still know all these people, just like if you were to work with them as a job.
It's a community.
Yeah. Do you think that helps draw people? Do you like, does the admissions and stuff use that to like get more students? Tell them about that?
Absolutely, Shelby. You know, certainly there's a lot of good schools around the country, and they can teach you the engineering and they can teach you about music business. And we don't differ there. We have extremely talented teachers. But the other part about our teaching staff, I think, is who they are as people. It's what you just said. It's one thing to go to a school and have people talk at you during the day, kind of talk at you and teach you things. It's another to have a mentoring environment. So in the selection process for any teachers that come to IPR, sure, we already take for granted with their credentials and that they understand and they're going to be able to teach you that. But who are they as people? Because IPR really, students and teachers, is a community.
Yeah.
And that's about people.
Yeah.
It's not about equipment. It's about the people. And I really, truly believe that all the teachers at IPR have the students really in their heart. And they're giving back and not just trying to have a job or something. In fact, a lot of teachers, it's kind of funny, as I talk with parents and I talk with students, it's like, why would these guys and gals even be here with these kind of backgrounds? And certainly a lot of the teachers really don't need a job. Yeah. It's that they truly want to give back. So I think they understand the mission of IPR, and to kind of full circle to answer your question, when you take all of that talent and then you put it together with just wonderful, truly warm-hearted people, it's a combination you just can't beat. And to the best of my knowledge, really can't find anywhere else. Yeah. I haven't seen it anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, right now we have Music in the Park. We have School of Rock here. You know, we're giving it's pretty much a show for the community. So let the community know, you know, who we are, what we're doing here. We recently, you know, this idea work started. Do you think this is what's next for IPRs? You know, more community involved stuff, more all of that kind of.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's you know, it's one thing just to teach, but it's another to actually get involved with the community and really take the IPR community that we have and extend it out to the rest of the city and beyond. Yeah. So absolutely, that is, you know, IPR's commitment is to really get out and to do good. Yeah. And help people. It maybe sounds too simple, but we just want to do good for people.
It's a little complex.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for sitting down, taking time out of the show.
Oh, Shelby, thank you.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy the rest of it.
Absolutely. I'm sure I will. Thank you.
I will talk to you later.